Testing 2 3. Can you hear me? I don't know if this is working right. So I got a new audio thing. I have to test not myself, but also everything's going a little bit slow. I think I might have too many. Um, frustrating. I had to listen to the audio here, and I can probably just raise it. I don't. It doesn't have to be low or anything. So it keeps ducking for me, unfortunately. So I'm gonna lower that suppression level. Okay, that noise suppression is not good. I'll keep it somewhere at 8. The noise gate seems to be fine. Yeah, I'm hearing that annoying thing in the background. So let's yes. I'm not hearing it as much, but that computer, my computer is really the let's see. Let me try the gain a bit. In the limiter. Let's try that. I can't how the noise suppression is supposed to be. It could be better. Um, try to raise the gain a bit. I don't know. I just somewhere between 6 and 7 is where it's at right now. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. I don't know. I just want to raise this noise suppression a bit. The the limiter, I think that's the threshold. I can't remember how the threshold's supposed to be. So I can still hear myself. So if I were to get in a whisper here, let me try whispering for a bit. Hi, this is King of Diamonds. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Nice to be here. Anyway, it's a nice day today. So I don't really know what the close threshold. We'll try putting it at 7. I need to see how that's supposed to be. I keep getting cut out for some. Let's try. I'll have to re-raise the thing here. I'm talking a lot, but yeah, something is cutting me out and it's frustrating. All right, let's try raising this to 8. Maybe that'll fix the problem. So I do have a gain that I can raise. No, that's no. Okay, the latency is no, the gain's fine. So I keep getting cut out, and that's really annoying. I think, um, let's try raising the gain on the other thing instead. I did make it so the latency was really low, but I don't think it's low enough. I'll try going to Twitch to check. Because having to fix this audio is really annoying. I used to have a list here. Let me... I'm gonna try to find it again. I can't find it anywhere. I have no idea what happened to it. So, I have these documents that are supposed to... help. It might be under videos. It could be... Nope. Anyway, I gotta go to Stream Manager... I still hear that thing in the background. I'm gonna have to turn that off. Alright, is that better? I don't know, because I should lower the latency. What about this Pavol thing? Alright, so... maybe it's the threshold problem. Because I keep... either it's the threshold or it's the noise gate. It might be the noise gate. I can lower it a bit more. So... I mean, there is the close threshold that's set to 20. How's that? I keep getting close for some... hang on. Open threshold was really really low. So I'm gonna put it somewhere over here. The close threshold. Yeah, the open threshold was set to minus 20. That might be the reason why it sounds really weird. So hang on. It might be the gain itself. Anyway, there's the threshold. No, well, that might be a bit too low. So I'll keep it at 10 for the threshold so that people can hear me. That's the limiter. And I really I'm really having a lot of trouble here. So let's try to raise the high note. Maybe that's the problem. All right. Set this to 5. It's still just cutting off randomly. So let me set it at the mid. Why does it keep closing? I don't... well, I mean, it's slowly starting to sound better at least. This is really hard to deal with. My old one was much better, but it was too expensive. So I had to get the cheaper option. I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's any good, but it does make my voice sound slightly better. I might have some audio cutoffs. So, considering how sensitive the thing itself is, I'm setting it towards 6. I have to remind myself. I might have to keep this next to my mouth, of course. But yeah, that'll have to do. I wish I had someone who could help me with the audio fixes, because this is annoying. Anyway, I'll go back to YouTube Studio. I was looking at the Twitch Studio. Twitch Studio is slightly faster, I think. And I don't know. I don't know why, but it seems like this is slow. My PC is being a little bit slow, so I gotta go to YouTube Studio. I'm actually kind of hungry. But I think we're just about good to go. I'm just going to... I'm probably going to go to the restroom first. It should be fine. So I'll be right back, and we'll start the stream. I can turn this off and on at all times. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if I set the audio correctly, but anyway, I'm back. We're playing a fun game. So we do have a bandit raid coming up soon that we gotta defend against. I gotten quite a bit done, I gotta say. Quite a bit done. And, honestly, I feel like I'm not getting enough water. I'm not getting enough fresh water. Honestly, also, it gets pretty dark, so it's hard to... Right, so it's hard to set the mic properly, but I'm sure it'll be fine. The audio sounds fine. It does cut out a little bit when I'm not speaking properly. Or if I'm speaking too quietly, that'll have to be fixed over time. Anyway, expect it today. I finally got my iron mine done. I allowed these bandits to just grow, man. I guess after I fend off the bandit raid, I'm gonna clear out some of these bandit camps. I don't know. I just like, when it comes to games like this, I like mass bandit camps showing up everywhere. Well, not everywhere. It's just, I like fighting a bit. There are mods that can tweak it so that, you know, makes you focus more on fighting than anything else, but the logistics is pretty fun. I plan on building some inns at some point. Once I can get the inn, I need to hire an innkeeper. I'm not using any of my innkeepers here because I need them to feed everybody. But oh look, piece of large scorched meat. I'm just waiting for everyone to get up, and because either midday or is that burnt meat? That's burnt meat. Either midday or early morning is when they'll attack. So also, I got a new cat. We have 4 cats now in this new empire. Probably not, the frame rate seems fine, although it's hard to see the FPS counter on my top left. You can't see it because I don't know. I think it's the Steam counter. I have to go to the Steam count. I don't know, Steam thing in order to see it. So it's around there somewhere. No, I don't see it. I'm looking for it. Also, I should probably remember to say this, but if you're watching right now, please leave a like, subscribe, or follow. I'd really appreciate it.
Place look better.
And I can't see it. I'll probably have to go straight to the Steam, open up the Steam window instead. All right, it looks like
days of work.
just about everybody is up.
Glad it's my home.
They have no weapons. The reason why they had no weapons is because I wonder, actually, did we... All these guys are using are a bunch of broadswords, by the way. That's about all we got right now. And there should be a ton of broken weapons. Well, there's sturdy pickaxes. I don't know where all the broken weapons are.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
Well, there's a lot. That's a lot of short swords. Damn. All right. Well, it looks like we're almost good to go. Where did all the broken weapons go? Where did all... Why is Pasto prosperity going down? I am very confused. Maybe I should have a military setup over there. Alright, these guys should be good to go. That'll do. Alright.
Follow closely.
So I'm gonna grab a shipwright thing again. Having to deal with this is a bit of a pain.
Forward march.
I don't know what's going on at Patstow. I'm just... people are dying left and right over there, and... despite the fact that there are guards and everything, the prosperity keeps going down. Which it shouldn't. I think there's... the weird part is Patstow is completely covered in wolves, and they should at the very least have a lot of pelts or something. All those wolves have been
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
really annoying me. Okay, looks like everybody's together. Sooner or later, I'll be able to get the
Stay together.
stuff I need. It's still work. I'm trying to get an innkeeper. That's the thing. Just to get some of the things I need done. We have a porter, kind of, who's supposed to help with delivering things. I need to get a boat built here at some point. Yeah, we have a new pit, so we can get copper there instead of over here. So that camp, that mining camp, is going to be abandoned at some point. And you guys just need to head over here. Looks like we got some new turnip seeds. Alright, so in any case, while I'm at... I want to get rid of this farm. They're probably currently dealing with the potatoes. So over here, this is wheat and such. This one's probably the potatoes. I might want to move it a bit over here. So this would probably be the flax farm. This will be like potato farm and like... I also probably could use more people. I think I have like 9 people living over there. This is the main village, basically. Anyway, I'll need to get my archers all together. But I'd probably only do that once it's midday or something. I really have to prepare. If I start coming right now, well, that'll be unfortunate. Honestly, this game looks amazing. I really like the way this place looks. Yeah, in some places it looks a bit weird, geography-wise. But, you know, we can chalk that up to some kind of underground river or something. those guys are over there. I do need some moss, so at some point I'll be dealing with that. There's one of our workers. She's getting the tin. That tin's supposed... That's a lot of tin, but anyway, that tin's supposed to last a real long time. And since there's a lot of tin, I won't have to worry about moving it. This area is like pretty much on a slope, so... Anyway. Let's see. You can see how this exists. I want to remove that farm and replace it with a warehouse. A real big one, really. As for what's being placed in there, I had no idea. Anyway, I'm going to build a new farm. This is going to be the same as the other one. What building could possibly be in the way? Nah, you're bullshitting me. Alright, this is what I want. I want a lot of potatoes and the like. Apparently, we're not making enough potatoes. Well, we can only grow so much, but it's weird how little potatoes we have available.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
Especially considering the skill sets of our farmers.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Probably. So we can build like really big houses here. There's an apiary I wouldn't mind making. Like, oh, it's not even that big. Probably had to build some kind of farm or something. Like, not farm, but a garden. It says decorated flowers, but I don't know. I have no way of selling them. There's lumberjack, the composite pile. I will need that. I believe I'm having mud delivered here. What else? There's supposed to be... Well, this is crafting. So I do want another smelter. And then I want some other stuff, like... I don't know. Just other stuff. This is our copper mine. Right here. Oh, the workshop! I don't know. Either I'll have the workshop over there, or I have the inns over there, because not the inns, but the the taverns basically. Expected today. I need to get my archers together.
The village is looking better and better.
As for my industry, I want to get my wheat industry set up. I don't know, maybe bandits are attacking them? I don't really know. Anyway, I'm gonna fast travel over here. Gotta get those archers ready. Well, obviously I want this.
All done in a good days of work.
The problem is the law of my archer. Okay, I guess I can't get any of that meat stuff. Fish stew.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
I guess we'll have to go for this one. Yeah, looks like we're low on meals because I had a lot of my guys try to get ready. I need these guys to get ready. They need to stock up, dump any
It's my home.
junk that they have.
The village is looking better and better.
There's a lot of simple pickaxes. I have no idea where those bayonets are expected to come from. Maybe there's some meat over here? No. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, you all prepared? Seriously? I don't know where this guy's going.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
March onward!
Alright.
I'm ready.
What the hell were you doing? I hate it when they don't follow orders. Fucking hell, I don't even have time to get in food. Well, hang on. I'll do this. Why can't I sprint fast?
Follow me!
Told you guys to follow me. Where the fuck are you? Excuse my French. But laziness does not win wars. Alright. It is time to go. Alright. I need you to group up with those guys. I don't know what the other fisherman was doing. I assume he was refusing to follow orders. Was it this guy? No, probably not. Some of these guys still have junk on them. I'm sorry, I'm drinking water. And you can hear it apparently. If you can hear a fan or anything, I'm sorry. I'm trying to prevent the audio from catching it. Alright. How about Moon? Oh, he's tireless. He may be an archer, but he can't... He's a very experienced archer. Like, he's maxed out his stats. Other than one-handed. But he's maxed out his stats. There's nothing we can do. I can have him do some harvesting and stuff at the new base. So I'll probably, you know, excuse him from, military duty.
Follow me!
Glad it's my home.
Stay together!
Yeah, I have like 24 people at my beck and call, so that's, excuse me, that's pretty good. I would like more. I'd like to have 20 melee soldiers and 20 archers. Although I'm not entirely certain that I need 20 archers, let's be honest. There they are. I'm gonna try to get them from the side. My archers and troops are not here yet. One of the archers is derelict.
Follow closely. March onward.
Dude, how are you guys stuck? They're literally stuck on top of each other. I'm so confused. How did you do that? There's literally nothing in the way. You guys are just refusing to follow orders.
Follow me. Follow closely. Move.
Yeah, this one guy. I literally had to unhook this guy. He's just trying to run into a stump.
Move. Forward
He
march.
refuses to go around.
Move.
Alright. How do we end up with an armor sword? Hello? There's a lot more archers than I thought there'd be. Only gave me 1,300 renown? That's ridiculous. Alright. Note to self, don't walk into forests because for some unknown reason these guys don't know how to navigate around stumps. In fact, how do I report this? There's supposed to be something on the bottom right, or bottom left. You guys done?
Follow me. March onward.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna tell them to head over here. Or maybe over to here?
Move.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them go that way. These people keep getting stuck on top of each other. Maybe that's why I've been having problems. Okay, I'm very confused. They normally don't act like this. Okay. I don't know why, but they were trying to run into each other. Is that? I don't know what she was doing. I don't know. I think the AI got bugged a little bit while trying to get them all to move. Anyway, I got some extra cash. It's not much. Let's go here. See, very much like some better quality troops.
We can finally look to the future with hope.
My weapon sheath? That's not a weapon, that's a shield. Anyway, this matters the most, so I'm buying that. That's all I could buy. Lovely.
I'm just passing, my friend. Don't mind me.
Pet stove's an anomaly. I'm gonna have to build some kind of military fort or something to prevent Pat Stowe from losing out on troops or anything. Guess I'll take the cheese. Anyway. I'm gonna have to ask Poison City to get deliveries from the tin outpost. Yeah, that's not dumb at all. So I'll need to get another worker there. I'll have to do. Anyway, what we're trying to do is basically farm renown. Let's travel here. All right. I'm gonna want him over here.
Move!
I don't know why the AI is getting wonky today. They weren't like this earlier. Maybe it's the CPU. Maybe the CPU is getting overwhelmed. But the fact that people are getting stuck is really annoying. Anyway, there's my archer. Literally, I could have her as a companion, probably. What can she do, anyway? Look how fast she runs, dude. She is fast.
Standing by for your orders.
Okay, she's literally a cook. I think she's the innkeeper. Yeah, she's an innkeeper, so I can't keep her as a companion. She hunts her own food. That's what she does. Woman can run so fast. She's faster than the horse. There's the second fastest, I guess. That's Maggie. Yeah, she is the second fastest. She's got level 7. Why are you level 7 but reading more books? You don't need to read more books. You know what? Maybe I should look at anyone who I'm just worried that they're trying to read this without my permission, and I really don't want them to. And this guy's just normal. I'm not phasing him out. He's okay. This guy is actually excellent. Leave you be. What about you? You're almost good with your agility. Who's getting hungry and wants to disobey orders like a bitch? Oh, there he is.
waiting for orders.
I'm gonna take your meat and give it to the hungry guy. You better eat that. Alright, we should be good to go. No, wait, there's still one more guy. Shit. How are you so slow? Literally, you shouldn't even be the slowest. You're just... Hang on. I literally gave you food. Let me give this to him.
You lead, I'll follow.
Actually,
Wherever you go, I'm ready.
I'll keep that for myself.
Wherever you go, I'm ready.
Alright, you guys done? Okay.
Stay together! Onward!
So here's where I want people to be able to gather berries. There's that, like, red berries or whatever they're called here in this area, along with a lot of moss. I think that's a boar. No, it's a wolf. There's actually a decent amount of river reeds too, so that's actually pretty good for me. Anyway, I wonder how much of a punch these guys pack. Not much. They're laughably easy to beat. Nice. Anyway, I gotta get over here somehow. I don't know how. I know there's a bandit camp. But it's practically an island. I guess I gotta go through the river. Oh, shit. I see where they're coming from, at least. Alright, that was not too hard. I previously thought I couldn't cross this, but this is a literal swamp. To be fair, it's a swamp. Like, you never know whether you'll drown or not. And in Mississippi, swamps have alligators. I mean, there's not many alligators where I live right now. I don't think I've seen a single alligator. I've seen swamps. Yeah, I've seen a lot of them in Florida, but that's about it. Alright, we're gonna loot this place and then head here, I guess. Or maybe here. I don't know. I got very little renown. Oh, that's my Alexa going off. Give me a sec. I have to be careful not to raise the audio too high, otherwise I'll break it. Anyway. so got a nice drink here. Kept it in there a bit too long. Oh, I guess I should put it a couple minutes shorter. This is interesting. I wonder if I can cross this. This looks crossable.
Follow closely. Follow me.
Okay, Dixon, I don't know why he's so far away. Farmer Oliver's agility level 5. That's pretty good. Anyway, I guess there's more peat or moss. Is that moss? That's peat. Yeah, I really need to get a base built over here. The demonic hogs are not nearly as terrifying as I previously thought they were. Excuse me. To be fair, I'm extremely well armed, so... Alright, gonna wait for these guys to show up. There's a boar there. You know, I wonder if it'll expand the map. Obviously, they need to do more updates here. But I wonder if it'll expand the map a bit so we can, you know, find more people to kill. That, or open up a new map where we can explore. Because, you know, performance-wise, it would be difficult. It doesn't... I don't want it to turn into that fantasy game that turned into a piece of shit, but I would like it... I don't know. Okay. Yeah, the archers are pretty useful, but I feel like they could do more damage. There's a lot of sturdy arrows that... Yeah, we have one more bandit camp. Well... It looks like we might have to engage 4 of them. I gotta go to here to here. I only got 9,000 renown out of that? Why am I getting so little renown? Anyway, I need to check the research here. How that's coming along. Okay, I didn't bother to do more research. So there's a village archery range which requires cotton. There's a workshop. Well, the short bow. I don't need a canvas for that. What about sharpened arrows? Need iron for that. What about tin plate? I'm not sure what I would do with that, but the kite shield would be good. I just need to get the industry up and running. Infrastructure up and running for that. So I do kind of need to get this. I just need to get iron nails over there. Yeah, I just have a lot of problems where certain buildings don't have what they need. I don't have resources for it, is what I'm trying to say. This one needs an apprentice carpenter. You know what? This one's doable. Alright. Yeah, maybe I should hit a mute button or something. Actually, I had this monitor button. Hang on, let me check. Yeah, the monitor button works. Not button, but wheel. I can probably use that instead. There's a lot of guys hiding around here. Damn. The archers do their job. Alright, I'm just gonna sneak around that. We don't have the inventory to carry all that. This is why, hi Kingdom, welcome to the stream. My latency is not very low, so the comments might come in a little bit late, frustratingly enough. I couldn't get it low enough for some reason. Low latency is supposed to be good, but it's like a 10-second delay, and that's really annoying. Anyway, I got a lot of archers here. Ouch, it went right through the shield. Alright. Oh, come on. So that's a little bit of extra coins. It's been surprisingly very little renown and loot. I mean, there's loot, but not necessarily useful loot. I could probably sell the books. That's probably the next best thing. Alright, so hang on. Yeah, let's send everybody home.
Forward march! Woo! Hold formation.
Some of these guys are gonna run into bandits. I'm literally just acting like the officer or staff sergeant, making sure everyone's getting a move on. Yeah, actually, I've been wondering. Okay, that's part of Black Rich Bull, but this one isn't. This one being. I am confused as why this is a part of Crestmere. Crestmere is all the way down here, by the way. Anyway, these are like 2 bandit camps. guess I'll eat that. You guys are wondering, right next to those bandits. Let's see if I can't take these guys on. Is he running away? Nah, he's just... Well, either way, he didn't stand a chance. There's some extra cash, there's some food here. Yeah, surprisingly did not get much cash from those raids though. That was subpar. Damn it. There are boars and wolves wandering around. These guys should be able to one-shot a wolf. I don't know what they're doing. Those bandits wandering around. No, it's a wolf. So this one guy is getting chased. He's not fighting back. I know I told him to hold formation, but... I'm gonna lose it. Damn it.
Stand firm.
It's really annoying. How do I run so fast? I'm literally on the road. This, and I'm sprinting. Also, my stats are like really high right now. The movement speed is 54%, which is pretty good. Despite being in very heavy armor. Alright. So I had to go to Harndine, I believe. This is supposed to be an easy mission, but it was not easy getting over to that place that he asked me to go. Let me show you. Now, I don't know if you know this game, but the place where I needed to go was over here. And the place was teeming with bandits. It was not easy getting through. It's not that I had to fight my way through. I was literally just dodging bandits all over the place. So. Also, I don't know why bandit camps haven't been forming over here. I mean, to be fair, this is Krasmir, but at least one bandit camp should have shown up here. Well, this is Black Ridge Bull over here, so I guess it's fine. We gotta... I don't know, at some point we gotta capture that village. Or liberate it. Day 40.
A moment,
yeah.
traveler. Fortune favors the curious.
I'm on day 218 and I've only bothered to free like 2 villages. I don't know. I just like the... I just like the village building aspect of this and the fighting off bandit raids and stuff. However, I feel like the brigands in this game I need a bit more oomph compared to the bandit raids, because look, I got the game difficulty a bit up. The only time the brigands are really tough to deal with is when I'm freeing a village. However, I don't know, in this one, they're not in this one, but when they do like a reclamation, they only send like 8 or 10 men, which is weird. Sending 8 men makes no sense. Alright, send out these guys.
Morning, friend. Mind the mud on the path.
Yeah, they have modded weapons, but honestly, they already have a lot of weapons in this game. Like, they've already focused a lot on the weapons and armor. I mean, not that they can't get good weapons and armor,
Days of work.
but, you know, it's not the horses I'm concerned about. I've, wandered through most of this place, and I've seen all the old rundown castles. There are 2 things I want. One, have a proper castle over here. This is like so run down. And 2, give us the ability to build castles. Because you can tell there's like stone temples and stone keeps all over the place. Mostly stripped and run down. You've been doing mostly building. That's basically what I've been doing. But I've been busy trying to farm renown. I've been struggling to do that. I think I need to fight like a tier 4 bandit encampment, and there's not that many.
What do you think those dots in the sky are?
And that's why I tried making things a bit more difficult. And granted they are, but I mean, maybe I should put it on like super hard. I have it on very hard.
Did you see that sunset last night? It was
An early game that would probably be very difficult, but right now it's extremely manageable. Alright, so I need to hire a worker, an innkeeper for the new city. Yeah, I don't just like the idea. This is like a... This game is built on a plethora of ideas. That I remember playing games just like this. One of them was fantasy, another one was like called Kingdoms. It was medieval, but not Viking-like. And I have no way to show you this at the moment, but it had all these medieval buildings and stuff you had, but it got abandoned, unfortunately. Well, hopefully abandoned. Like, I don't mean that like to be mean or anything. It's just the developer disappeared. I have no idea what happened to the developer. And it's a pretty nice game. And then this game came out at some point. It was like, wow, it's a good, probably a better replacement to Kingdoms. Although Kingdoms itself is like more city-wide variety than village-wide, and this one is like it's basically villagers rebelling, and Kingdoms is like you're building a kingdom or cities, and they're basically city-states all over the place. Oh right, I was looking for an innkeeper. So, there's this person who's a sprinter but a coward. So, you're pretty much useless as a fighter. This one's resilient but a weakling. Also useless as... well, yeah, also useless as a fighter.
The Bellwright's name will be remembered in this village forever.
Anyway, I just need a good cook. I think whatever game needs,
May the gods protect you.
it's a good trading system. Because getting money around here is really hard and frustrating to do. And I want it to be automatic to be able to trade with other places. That way, I can get money over time. It's really hard to get the money I need for anything, really.
You've done well so far, so I'll take you up on that offer.
Anyway,
But I'll still be keeping an eye on you.
this person is a coward. I guess she'll be lightly armed. So, I gotta set up how things are done here. I have like a certain system. I have them like, you know, you're supposed to be cooking. Well, how's your laboring skill? Your laboring skill is pretty good actually, so I don't know. Cooking is more important than anything else. And your other attributes are really don't matter. I don't want her farming really, because that could be a problem. Wood cutting, not really. She's fine with archery, but I don't want her doing that.
The village is ours again.
Smelting,
and so is our
maybe.
future.
I always need people to smelt. Alright. So, I really need to get more renown.
Morning, friend. Mind the mud on the path.
I love that there are cats in this game. You know, having pets in games does not make a good game, but having pets in good games makes it an even better game. That's my opinion. Because I played games that are terrible, but had pets in them, and like, that's a nice plus. But I played games that are good, like this one, and it has cats. And I think that's great.
Hold formation.
What's my favorite pets at my base? I literally, there's only cats. Okay. And I have four of them right now. It's really hard to get cats. If you ignore it for too long, it's really hard. A small cow walking, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah. I have an overabundance of chickens. It's funny when I put them over here, like next to houses, because they just wander around the houses. It's kind of, I don't know. I think it's like a nice rustic feel to it. And then I have this little livestock barn. I'm planning on moving my entire village over to here and maybe having this as a harvesting village, one that gets you mushrooms, reeds, and stuff. Now this one will get you some reeds and probably mushrooms, but it's fine. I don't know about fishing. I wish we could have a fishing dock. I think this game needs to have a fishing dock. They added fishing camps to this, but I don't know. Didn't I? Where's my harvest? Oh, there she is. She's idle. She has nothing to do. So I might order her to. This place is practically defunct. I already have a copper mine right here temporarily. I plan on just moving her somewhere over here. I'm gonna build a village there, or an outpost there, and that's gonna be for gathering river reeds and stuff. So I already have 2 people I have planned for that. And I literally have 5 people working here. I don't think they... Oh. Well, that's a lot earlier than I thought it would be. Alright, so... Looks like they're going to pets now. Chatbot, shut up. I can't see the chat. You know, Streamlabs is annoying. I keep telling... Oh. Hang on. I might have to help this person. Now let me just raise the troops.
Forward march!
What?
Move!
Do I have a... No, but sometimes they get very injured. There was this one point where I failed to free a village because I got ambushed. Well, I say ambush. It's like there were a couple of dozen enemies that I did not expect. Typically, I think they send you like 10 brigands or something to stop a rebellion. However, not only were there brigands, but there were a couple dozen bandits. And I'm not joking, there was a couple dozen of them. Sometimes they'll get stuck. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. Anyway, where is this woman going? Come back here, coward. This is what I hate. You know, every time I try to get villagers, these people run off and I can't rescue them. They're really dumb. They won't let me protect them. They just run off while the wolves go after them. They don't even come after me. I mean, they're like normal predators. They go after the least common denominator. Stupid fucking villagers. Oh, that just pissed me off. So where do I have to go? I have... Where are they going? Padstall? They're going Padstall. Okay. The idiot got herself killed. You know, I don't care if they don't have weapons. They should, like, not ignore me when I tell them to do something. Oh, I don't have any weapons. I should run away from the person who can save my life. That seems like a great idea. Oddly enough, I don't understand the wolf logic that much. It makes sense that they would chase after people that run away the most. It's usually bears that do that. But usually the first person that runs away, they'll go after that one. But what doesn't make sense is that they sometimes go after people when I'm going after them. And a bunch of people going after them. The wolf goes like far back behind enemy lines. I say that the enemy lines, it was more like just they for some reason do that, and then I had to spend time chasing them. Okay, the windmill is done. Yay. All right. I'm gonna have to clear out these bandit camps. Well, where the hell are these guys trying to go? It's like they're going around in circles. I'll assume they're going this way. I'll just eat that. Alright, where is everybody? We're missing some guys. There's one, there's two. There's a lot of well-armed soldiers. So oh, you're a watchman. Yeah, she may be super strong, but... Well, she's super slow. Sick base? Thanks. It could be better. Well, I don't really let them come to me. I mean, it's always boring. I have to wait for them. Where's that? Here it is. Okay. So I hate this thing about the...
The village is looking better and better.
Is that... Why are you unarmed? I don't know, I hate waiting for the bandits. Anyway, the boats...
Follow me.
I hate the boat systems. It just makes no sense. Unless you're a very terrible shipwright who can't build a proper boat, there's no reason you have to do maintenance, like, every time. Like, every single time you use this, you end up having to do maintenance on this stuff, and it's ridiculous. Like, maintenance on a boat, every time you use it. I don't know, that's my huge complaint. Now, I really wasn't that interested in the mod. How hard is the maintenance? It's not that hard. The problem is you have to do maintenance every time you use it. So, look. One use. Look, it says remaining uses. 1 out of 1. That's ridiculous. Now, I believe that maintenance needs to be done not out of usage, but out of, like, a certain range that's being used. Now, that it would be hard to do in this game, because of the way the rivers are, but they should be based on how much range is, kind of. Like, basically, you go a certain range, and that affects the health of your boat. And it's kind of like that. Also, they should also add when the boat needs maintenance, the boat is on the shore, because that's usually how they do maintenance on a boat. You guys all ready? No. Still waiting for one more. Or 2 more, I should say. I do like the AI pathing sometimes, but sometimes they make no sense. Like, the tree stumps and trees kind of trip them up quite a bit. Alright, let's go. So I need you guys, looks like we'll cross the bridge before I'm ready. I don't know why, but Padstall Prosperity keeps going down. It shouldn't be doing that, and it's decreasing like crazy. I don't know. I'll just do that. It's really decreasing, and it's really frustrating me.
Onward.
All right. Is everyone here? Yes. They spotted us. Oh no. My shield broke. The dogs are barking for some reason. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why they won't stop. Guys, charge. Ow. Sometimes I forget they're on hold mode. Hang on, I gotta deal with those dogs. Alright, I'm back. The dogs were... I guess they wanted it out in the middle of the night. Alright, so that gave me only 800... no, wait. It gave me 200 renown? That can't be right. That gave me very little renown. Alright, so, let's see. I'm going to probably take out this bandit encampment and this one, because I don't want them so close to the cities.
Stay together!
There's a lot of master books, that's for sure. Man, I forgot how close that outpost is. This entire outpost over here is basically filled with hardwood and regular wood. I have like 2 foresters, and there's mud around here, so that's great too. I might have way too many people here though. I'm not too sure. Yeah, they all appear to be idle. So I can probably move one of these guys. What's your job? You're the lumberjack, so obviously you have to harvest. What about you? You're a normal person who's a pessimist. Light infantry, decent agility. Well, I guess I can send her over. Oh, my shield broke. I forgot. Are those bandits? Oh, they're wolves. These citizens are incredibly idle right now. So the lumberjack outpost, its storage has potatoes, a lot of mud, a lot of hardwood and logs, a lot of tree saplings. Damn, that's a lot of tree saplings. 32 tree seeds, 200 water, 150 wood, 24 wooden planks.
Follow closely!
Where am I? Oh, I just couldn't see them on the map. Those, they were right there. I want to be able to make heavier armor. Hang on. Where's the newcomer? I need her to... Here she is. So, looks like she's getting equipped. That's good news. Those bandits? No, they're wolves. I have a standard troop. Oh, come on. We're going over here. Yeah, I think, you know, the brigand, whatever, the brigand reclamation party strength needs to be better. Like, I don't know, they're just subpar. Impossible, it says. That way it will give me a reason to bring in the archers. Because most of the time I only bring, like, these guys. I call them 5th star infantry because they all wear like level 5 armor. That's like the standardized armor that we're using. But I want to move off from the bronze equipment to use better swords. I should also check. The reason why they're 5th star in the first place is because they had to have at the very least level 5 strength. And they do. And level 5 agility, preferably. Here it is. I mean, she's slowly learning it, but... This guy, however, is... for some stupid reason not bothering to read any strength books. He's pissing me off. I don't know why he's not reading any of them. I guess everyone else is getting towards the strength books before he does, but... I don't understand why Patstall Prosperity keeps going down, dude. There's like a whole bunch of guards. I need to go over there to figure out what the hell is going on.
Onward!
I guess while I'm at... Only needs an apprentice carpentry. Build a bakery where the scent of freshly baked goods fills the air. Maybe later. I mean, I'd love to build that, but maybe later. Yeah, we'll do this one. So, we got the cotton. We can have them deal with that. Oh, I don't have any shields. I'm trying to get you to harvest flax, man. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore that bandit encampment and head here.
Forward march!
I don't know what's been going on, but I had to go over there because for some stupid reason, this is what I hate. They put predators next to the village, and that's probably one of the reasons why the prosperity keeps going down. Hang on, let me check. Because it's been going down extremely rapidly. According to this, villagers killed. That's in the past 3 days. 2 villagers got killed, which is ridiculous. You know what? And even before that, 2 other villagers got killed, probably about a week ago. I'll say, which again, really annoying. I wish this place would turn into a proper village. You know, this just looks like somebody's estate rather than a village. It's hard to get proper wheat fields for everybody. Why are there bandits wandering around here? Nah, I don't want to bother with them right now. See this wolf just running someplace else rather than to the person in front of him? You know, I don't really see wolves doing something this stupid. Okay, I don't know how that guy's stuck. So, okay, there's like wolves wandering around right next to the village, and these guys... I don't know. I hate that about this. So we got these idiots just wandering on the outskirts of the village and getting themselves killed, and they're I don't know why they keep doing that. There's literal not bandits, but these guys are all over the place and they can't defend because the wolves are
We can finally look
stupid.
to the future with hope.
Forward march!
I'll say that the villagers are stupid, really. And despite the fact that I took it out of bandit camp, it didn't really raise the wealth. Safety rating hasn't gone up. Alright, I'm gonna buy some strength books if I can. Because that one guy who's refusing to learn anything is kind of pissing me off. He's not properly equipped
Books
at
are a
all.
gateway to knowledge and not.
Alright, I'm gonna tell these guys to head all the way back here. What was I planning to do? I don't know. I need to, at some point, release this place. For now, let's see. I need to find that innkeeper. Oh. Okay, this person's still injured. Broken ribs will be okay soon. Very lightly equipped. Alright, I'll make her a companion real quick.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
I need you to stock up real quick.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
Okay, how about these guys? Not you. What about you? No. Why are you guys moving so much slowly? More slowly than the others? Alright. So I'm gonna escort this innkeeper soon. Was it guard 7 or something? Oh, here he is. So he does have medium armor on, apparently. I don't know why that's all he's got on. I mean, he's got the light infantry stuff, so that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna force this guy to read a strength book, because he's taken he's made no effort to improve himself, and that's pissing me off. The only time he's been able to improve himself is during battle. Anyway, I need more strength books.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
nails do I need? Well, I guess I'll eat that. Then I'll go to... Oh, I need to grab some nails. What's being delivered thus far? Tin ore on the daily. That's about it. I could make this daily. There's a decent amount of iron, I believe. Yeah, they're gonna need some copper. Alright. I can't have any of the copper delivered right now. But let's see. What else is it? Oh yeah, I need to grab cotton. And the armory would be nice too. I'll need that. Oh, the mail halberd is not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. Okay, well that's pretty good for my soldiers. I don't know if I have enough nails, but I'll need to send some copper over. That's probably fine. Anyway, while I'm at it, probably get there from over here. I don't want her committing suicide or anything by going through the wolf-bound forest. Let me grab some more nails. We're probably good to go. Gonna need more copper though. So over here, occasionally wolves will try to bother you. Oh cow, that's a lot of wolves. At the very least, this place would be good for... Wow! Man, this person's slow. The developer is crazy to just put so many... You know, this doesn't even make sense logically. Normally wolves, unless they're starving, but normally wolves do not gather this close to a village. Not this many in that matter. Like, they outnumber the villagers, which is even more ridiculous. I'm gonna tell these guys to head over here. If that's even possible, I don't know. What the? Damn it, she found a wolf apparently. Oh, I think she killed it. Good. Okay, there might be bandits over here. Thankfully that person's sleeping, but... This is Iris, the innkeeper.
Your wish is my command.
Whoops. Iris, the innkeeper. L, the innkeeper. This is stupid. I'll just do that then.
I've got your back.
Alright. I do need to boost her attributes at some point. She's both a sprinter and a coward, which makes her slow and fast at the same, or attack speed is slow, I guess, but sprinting stamina, stamina regeneration, speed. That's confusing. I know the other sprinter is a lot faster. I don't know. I don't know. I'll just dismiss her. The dogs are barking, annoying. You go to bed. And, I go to work. This is funny. Aw. Whoops. Anyway, some potato seeds got planted here, which is good news. I'm gonna stop growing things over here because I want to build a warehouse. No, yeah, I want to build a warehouse over here, basically. I really would like the dogs to stop barking. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. My stomach feels like they're just covered in acid. So, somewhere around here is where I want to build the warehouse. Oh, cool. I'll have to move all these farms, basically, but... Oddly enough, the windmill is small enough I can build a road in between here, which is cool. Look at that. Travel sign though. So I'm gonna have to move some of these stockpiles. I need to get my industry up and running. And before I can get my industry up and running, I need copper. So, I don't know. We'll get some of the copper that's here. Also, thanks for the follow, Thomas Kimbu. It's been a while since I had any new followers on Rumble, so I really appreciate that. Excuse me. How's this coming along? Good, I guess. I'm willing to bet the heavier halberds probably are like require strength level 6, which is not really acceptable. The infantry helm requires strength level 4, medium armor. It's a medium armor is like, ooh, night helm. It looks like the obsidian helms. Apiary. I should start getting to work on the apiary. I think, what did I need the apiary for? I could put it over here. Most of my warehouses are over here. So, let's see. Nah, that's not what I'm trying to do. Wait, what? Ah, this one doesn't... It's not even working on getting cob. Was I planning on putting a warehouse back here or something else?
Glad it's my home.
What? Great. Wolves everywhere. The one downside to this place is the sheer number of wolves wandering around. How much tin have we gotten thus far? pretty decent amount of tin. How are you doing
With
anyway?
more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
She's literally the tin miner. Alright, so I wouldn't mind building a nice big house over here. That's probably what I'll do. I should probably pick up some moss. Let me get a shield first.
All done in a good day's of work.
Glad it's my home.
Let me grab some food first. There's no food in here. It's not good. How's this coming along? It's almost done.
All done in a good day's of work.
Glad it's my home.
Are we getting low on raw food? No, not really. Well, actually, we kind of are. A large piece of raw meat we're low on. The small piece of of meat, though, we got a ton of. So that looks to be a I'll eat that one, I guess. All right. It's because of the lack of deer.
All done in a good day's of work.
I think what I need to do is cut back on the amount
The village is looking better and better.
of certain meat here. It's because they're all focusing on this. I'm gonna lower that to 40. That way I don't end up running out. Nice. So I can finally have an archery range set up. Alright. I'm gonna go over here. Adds +5 archery units and only 500 prosperity.
This village stands as a testament
Well,
to
it's
your
probably
leadership,
fine.
Bellwright.
This area's been suffering from a very large amount of annoyances. Yeah, that's pretty expensive, mind you. So let me take a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and start doing that innkeeping thing. Oh, wait. Do I have multiple innkeepers or something? Let me check the population for Poison City. Farmer, farmer, innkeeper. Okay, one innkeeper basically. That's pretty good news. Alright, so this innkeeper, I need to make sure her research is #1 priority. Basically, if it involves her, she's gonna be the one to do it.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
Anyway, what was it that I need to do? Crafting, there's the blacksmith, the workshop. How big is the workshop? It's massive. Alright, I gotta relocate some of this. Put you right there. I hate how loud that gets whenever I use it. I'm gonna put this over here, you know, where all the other stuff goes. And I'm gonna get a water gather. That would be great. Anyway, I don't think we have enough bronze or anything. We're getting tin, right? So let's see. Go to crafting. There is the smelter. I don't know if we have enough nails for this. Smelter 1 is blocking the path. Literally how? Hang on. I'll have to do it like this. That'll do, probably. I'll put that right there. Smelter 1 is very confusing. Anyway. While this is being done, we should have more than enough copper. How about 10? We'll worry about that later. Do I not have anyone mining this stuff? I guess I could, like, try to hire a miner or something. Just to be able to get this stuff. I did order them to get to work here after all, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's 12 copper here. So we do actually have copper, it's just these guys aren't doing their job.
Morning, friend. Mind the mud on the path.
Good soldiers follow orders. Alright. So this has mostly been moved. What do I want? I really want that workshop, but the blacksmith, I think I kind of want it over here, but the pit is blocking the way. It's oversized and kind of a problem. I guess I could probably put it over here. It would be less of a nuisance, but what can I put here? There's smelters, there's workshops. Again, can't build that there. What if I could build it down here? Well, it's not feasible for one thing, but what about cooking? I mean, there's the tavern is massive. I wouldn't even know where to build the tavern. Because I can't build, it's not like I can build it over here. It takes up all the room in the world. When it really shouldn't. I don't know. I can build it in over here, but we'll see. What about houses? Wow. I mean, there is the apiary. Surprisingly, the warehouse is the only thing that can fit here properly. But I'm not putting a house or a warehouse here. Anyway, I have an overabundance of... Can I trade from someplace else? I don't know. Overabundance of chickens. Now, I guess what I could do is I could move some of these buildings and just have the houses built right here, since it'd be like right next to that. I'd have to cut down that tree, of course, but well, it's just new. I'd rather not have to cut down that tree. That would be a shame. Right. So renown 5800. It's weird how no bandit camps have spawned over here. Or over here. Now this place should have had at least one bandit camp spawn, but it hasn't. And that's confusing to me.
Glad it's my home.
The village is looking better and better.
Alright, let's just go... Oh, I thought I selected the sign, never mind. Anyway, I should hit deliveries. Quezon City. They can now have more tin be sent. That'll do. That should, at the very least, help us get that place to be independent. More autonomous. Just grab this.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
My stomach hurts badly. I'm too hungry.
My stomach hurts badly. It's
We are free.
feels like
Now begins
it's
the
covered in acid right now.
Seeking something? What can I interest you in today?
Alright, let me solve this, I guess. I guess that was all I could sell.
I'm hungry.
A moment, traveler. Fortune favors the curious.
I guess I can sell books. Oh, that's unfortunate.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Please stop asking that question. Alright, so I have books here that I can sell. Maybe not that one. Let's look for something else. I have a lot of these books. Yeah, that's probably the only thing I can sell right and proper. Journeyman Book of Crafting. I'll deal with that later. I had to make a lot of sales. So I think it was Bradford where I had to go.
Our village will thrive again, thanks to you.
The village is bustling. Everyone's lending a hand.
What can I interest you in?
Whoops, wrong one.
Knowledge is a tool.
Well, that's all I was able to sell, but I got a lot of money from that, so that's good.
No more hiding, no more fear. We are free.
Says it like it's a chant. Anyway, how's the research coming along? There's a lot of things we gotta do, like build new buildings and like, let's see. According to this, about 3 minutes to go. Oh, foraging lodge. Yeah, I do need to research that for the new village or the new outpost that I need to build. Can I build a ship over there? I probably should. That way, if I have to worry about bandits attacking, I can react quickly. Alright, let me go over here. I need to buy some more books. Why is my stomach gotta be killing? Oh, my kilobyte thingy. I'm suffering from dropped frames. That's a problem.
Books here. Come take a look. Greeting. You know that knowledge is power, my friend. With it, you can accomplish great things and overcome it.
I just realized he's been saying greeting, not greetings. Greeting. This guy doesn't have any strength books. Shameful. I do have a farming book. Might as well, since I've been struggling to raise that. let's go over here, I guess.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Yeah, getting strength in agility books is really difficult. Like,
Glad it's my home.
just a pain, really. I could try selling some of these books. I'll happily sell these. Okay, there's one journeyman strength book, so I guess that's some good news. Other than that,
Glad it's my home.
I still need to find some moss that I can sell. How much did a book cost? Sorry, not book, but boat cost? So, river dock. 15 copper nails, 5 logs, 12 rope, 12 wooden planks, 8 hardwood planks.
Fear not, the rebellion stands with you.
Knowledge is like a key that...
And I do have this journeyman book that I could read myself. Yeah, might as well. Only one book at a time can be read. Okay, guess I gotta put it up.
Anything you command.
Oh, the inn is finally done. So I want to see just how big that inn is. Oh, I can actually build that too. Just need a lot of cob, iron nails, and well, everything else. Go away. That's a lot of earthworms. Alright, where can I place this in? Surprisingly, I could put it here. I wouldn't mind, like, building it right here. Of all places. I could even put it right here. Which, again, is not a bad spot. It's just really far away from that place over there. That could be a problem. Because if I leave it over here, I'll have the difficulty of getting resources delivered. Anyway. We'll just get a temporary road up. I can delete this at some point. That's not a road. It'd be nice if there was a... new road. Okay, that's too long, apparently. Someone will work on that. Anyway, this is one inn out of many, and this inn is gonna be an important one. I might, well, maybe not. See, what I could do is just have a warehouse or something built over there. Well, hang on. I want that inn built. Like right about here. Now, I could potentially build it over here as well. Which is surprisingly a lot of room. But the reason why I want an inn right here is, you know, for the aesthetic value. Although I'm not sure if I would want it right next to my village. I think it would be a good idea to have it built here, to be honest. I don't know. Wait, can I fit this here? No. That's unfortunate. So it's hard to even get anything delivered over there. Oh well. So I guess I'll just try to have this built over here. Even though, actually, I want to have my fishery or whatever over there. Oh, I'll just have this built right here.
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
So I need to go grab crude rope. How much crude rope have we got anyway?
The village is looking better and better.
None, somehow. Right. Thatch, hardwood planks, cured rope, not crude. I realize I've been... Let's just get what we need. I need 10 cured rope.
It's going to be a good day.
According to this, a lot of cob, 20 iron nails. I'll grab every iron nail in the book.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
And then, cob. We'll get the hardwood planks later.
I'm glad I have a place to sleep.
Honestly, I'm doing this, but I'm tired mentally. I mostly just wanted to showcase what I was doing. And honestly, okay, we're gonna want to build our little outpost over here. I'm gonna have to do that off stream. I don't really have the capability to keep streaming here forever.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Not enough thatch. How much thatch is in here anyway? Not much. I don't know. I guess what I could do is have some inns and stuff over here. I kind of just want my cattle and stuff to be over here rather than my farms, and have my farms over here. That way I can potentially place my farms a bit closer. Anyway. Whew. I realized that my Streamlabs hasn't been reading the chat properly. That's unfortunate. Anyway. I'm checking some things. Yeah, I'm not ending this that early. And then now it decides to read it properly. But the weird thing, I just hate that it just repeats the same thing over and over again. Sorry about that. I'll just eat this, I guess. So, what was I doing? I was getting resources, right? So, I need to get cob. Let's get the other things first. Get this first and then the cob.
Glad it's my home.
Farmer Oliver is handling animals? Oh, I didn't need cob. I needed thatch. I guess that's fine. Let's get the thatch. Are we not making thatch? It's odd. Honestly, I'm gonna need a warehouse for all the meats in the world that I've been gathering. Oh, now Simon's got strength level 4. Just one more to go and you'll be strength level 5. Have we not been making thatch? I don't know. It's weird that we don't have any thatch. Yeah, these guys should be making thatch, so I don't know why they're not bothering to do that. Yeah, they're supposed to be making thatch and they're not doing that. Alright. Just leave that there.
Glad it's my home.
Whoops. I guess I'll go this way. I realized I had this built a little bit too far away. That's practically another outpost. There it is. I'm not... Hang on. I gotta deal with that. Are you serious? Well, that's a problem. I can't get enough hardwood. I guess I'll have to wait. I have to get moss anyway. So I'm gonna go over here, grab some food. Then I'll go over here to get some moss. Where the hell's the moss? Here it is. Pastel prosperity went down again somehow. There's something weird about Pastel. It went down twice. So let me check what just happened. 120. Jeez. That's ridiculous. They pack a lot less punch, that's for sure. Huh. How did I pick up wood? All right. That's about all I can carry. Apparently there's something in here. One, two, three, four, five. Haven't really seen much of an increase in stuff. Alright. Granite. It's fine. Anyway. Hey, am I still working on that one? Oh, okay. They're still working on that apparently. Anyway, what else have we not researched? There's the pit, there's this thing. You know what, we'll get the foraging lodge done. Are you serious? These guys are really annoying. They just keep attacking me. Why is it so hard to get risen? You know, I might need more people. That's gonna take a while. Is it done? Not really. I'm tired. We'll be done in a minute. My crafting skill may be at level 9, but it's still not that fast.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
There we go. Alright, what about this building? I'd like to know what else I need here. Probably used up a lot of resources, so it's not enough yet. It just needs one more cured rope. Sorry, what's going on? How and why are there bandits in here? Anyway, that's not cured rope at all. Guess they're busy getting the thatch that I need. Do we even have resin on us? I have no idea where our resin is. Maybe it's over here? Hang on. There's no resin here. We're completely out, so we can't make any cured rope.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
What about this place? How's it coming along?
I feel it's going to be a good day.
There are a lot of buildings these guys gotta work on. No one's been using the hardwood logs. That's nice. I'll grab 2 of these. I think I need like 3 of these, really. I'm gonna grab the resin and deliver it. You know, I was thinking about it, but then I thought better of it because this is the only flat-ish terrain here. I didn't think I'd have trouble building stuff here, let's be honest, but the buildings are relatively large and there's not enough flat terrain. Okay, that's a real big problem. I'm going to have to clear out some of these bandit camps. Which is good for getting renown, that's for sure. It looks like there's more bandit camps over here. There's going to be a lot of things that I'll need to do. Over here will be the easiest.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
Oh, there's actually resin in there. I need that cured rope. Alright, I'm gonna try to clear these 3 bandit camps. That's Farnworth, Padstow, or Farnworth. Yeah, Farnworth is a wee bit weird.
No more hiding, no more fear. We are free.
I hate when they say it like that. That's weird, like as if they're doing a chant or something. I wish I could have something like this for like... Hell? Now this isn't exactly safe. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, looking at this right now. I don't know who the hell would be stupid enough to sit right here. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway. That should allow for more archers to help with defending. Oh, that's a semi-decent more amount, and that helps their wealth, I guess. Anyway, that's probably not the only thing I gotta do. You know what, let's go ahead and rally the troops. I'm surprised.
Work, lads. We need to make this place
I don't know
look
how
better.
the hell this happened, but it looks like we're very low on raw meat, large raw meat. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter all that much.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Let's raise the troops. We'll clear this place of bandits and then I'll end the stream because I actually don't have that much energy to go on for very long.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
Oh. Bad timing. Alright, so I have to raise the archers then. Why does Simon not have any weapons? Alright, where are they going? To Padstow. His attributes. I mean, he's got good enough attributes to be well armed. He's just not been properly researching how to get stronger. Alright, I'm gonna send these guys over here. I think that's everyone. I have to make repairs on my sword. So I need 1 iron ingot, 2 raw hide, 2 linen. Wrong one. I'll be very happy to have a much stronger shield. There. Alright. Now all I need to do is grab you and we're good to go. Okay, the infantry is coming with. That's good news. Yep. Alright, let's go. That's a dead boar right there. Right, those are bandits, but I would prefer to avoid them for now. Once we've taken out the brigands, we'll go bandit hunting. Alright. You know, honestly, I should probably try to build a boat over here so that when I can just react a little bit quicker. I mean, the boat over there is fine, but this one person is just running. She's incredibly fast. What were attributes? Marksman, agility +3, nomad, Damn. Where are they? Somewhere near here. Well, they are getting close, but not close enough. Cowmill Ever is not being very well fed. That's very unfortunate. There they are. These guys appear to be fairly well armed. Ooh, and immediately surrounded. The hell are my archers doing? How are you missing every shot? Well, that's a fairly decent amount of renown, I can tell you that. So we're gonna happily loot the area. There's a lot of good books and stuff.
Follow me! Follow me!
Actually, hang on. This is what I'm going to tell them to do. I'm going to tell them all to just run over there. Yeah, that was actually a slightly tougher battle than before, so that was actually relatively okay. I mean, I do know the troops at the villager Padstow would probably struggle to fight them off. Wait, what? That's a problem. Nice. You know what, I might as well just grab the books. Are the archers busy Ah. The archers are getting beaten up. And luckily the other guys are here, but I like the Weaver. What?
Follow closely.
It's always my fastest archer that gets beaten up. She's always the furthest away from the whole crew, and wow. Man, I can run fast. Alright, we'll clear out these two bandit camps. And then I'll send the archers home. Hopefully they won't run into any bandits. I'm just gonna run in. All the archers just... The inn has been finished. It's great news. What? Copper outpost is being in danger? That's interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna have everybody loot the place. It looks like the place has been properly looted. I'm gonna send my archers back home. I did get some good money from this. Oh look, bandits. Yeah, I think those archers in good hands. I got 9,700 renown. I could use another archer, but honestly, I think what I need to do the most, I'm trying to move this mic closer to my face. What I need to do the most...
Stay together.
Whoops, I did not mean to do that.
Move. Follow me.
They really can't do much up against me, can they? Anyway. Oh, there's more bandits wandering around. Guy was not very smart.
Follow closely.
How are my archers doing? Hang on.
Forward march.
Sometimes they forget to move. I'm sorry, where are my guys and why aren't they helping me? Alright, now we can send everyone back. That was a decent excursion. There's a lot of bandits around here. I will deal with the... We'll deal with getting more later. Alright, so... I cleared that out. Archers are still trying to get over there. You'd think they'd research more. I think it's time to dismiss the archer force. This guy's very well fed. Metabolism good. Fertility. Yield. Honestly, I want to make sure these guys get a good yield. And getting the cattle is a bit troublesome for me. Maggie's agility went up. That's good news. Alright. Almost everyone's home. Except for those three, apparently. I don't know what's taking them so long. You, you're the protector. I'm gonna be honest, anyone that has these kind of stats needs to be changed to knight status, and the reason why I'm trying to make like specialized troops. So there's the level 5s through 6s. Anyone above level 7, I want to be heavily armed and in a different group, which would mean I had to dismiss some of these guys. But the reason why I want to do this is because some troops are slower than others. But since everyone's here...
So far we're doing great work, don't you think?
Alright. Should be good. I want to check out the inn. I got 10,000 renown right now, which is very good. I want to check out the new inn. Okay, this might... That's a lot closer than I thought it would be. That's a problem. I don't want to dismantle this, but this thing, it's in the way. I could run into it over and over again. I did not mean to do that. We can at the very least make cheese with like sour milk, but we lack sour milk. What about this? We can make fine meat stew, which requires salt apparently. That's not happening. Yeah, oddly enough, I have no idea where the hell we're supposed to get salt. At the very least, we can make things like this. I just need the stuff for it. So yeah, cooking is the most important. There's only 2 cauldrons, of course, but this is a really nice place. Don't know why we can't sit right here, but this is a really nice place. Wish there were more cauldrons, but that's fine. Oops. Oh well. At least we can cross through this road. That's all that matters. Anyway, I think we'll just end it for the day. I'm pretty tuckered out. I'm going to be expanding on this area, of course. Let's see. Let's go to storage. basically, we have these barns, of course, and we can easily place them in here, which is great news for me. So those are going to be storing our potatoes, or don't know about sage, but basically our potatoes and stuff. I might move some of the resources over, but obviously over here, this is where we get some of the stuff. I want to have the entirety of our cattle to be over here, along with the warehouse. Yeah. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, or a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And consider sharing this stream. That would be very, very, very helpful. Anyways, let me save the game, and then we'll, I guess, end it here. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.